name's Daniela. I'm your SPT, and this is Assessing Mental Function. Today we're going to learn how to assess mental function. The first step of assessing mental function is figuring out the arousal state of your patient. Our first one is going to be alert. Here, the patient's going to be awake and attentive. Good morning, Connor. How are you feeling today?
Great, how are you?
Great. That's an alert patient. Our second one is lethargic. Here, your patient's going to be drowsy and they may start to fall asleep. Morning, Connor. How are you feeling today?
Good, you?
Good. We're going to do some PT today. Are you ready for that?
Yay.
They're going to require a little more help. Our next one is obtended. Here, it's going to be really hard to get your patient aroused. Morning, Connor. How are you feeling? Connor, how are you feeling today?
Good.
If you don't stimulate your patient, you're not going to get anything with them. Our next one is going to be stupor. Here, your patient's in a semi-coma. They're going to require a strong noxious stimuli, like a sternal rub, to get anything out of them. Good morning, Connor. How are you feeling? Connor? Let's see if we can get him stimulated. Our last one is coma or deep coma. Here, no matter what you do, the patient won't be aroused. Hi, Connor. How you doing? See? Nothing. The second part of assessing mental function is going to be the attention of the patient. You can do this in a couple ways. You can either use numbers, words, letters, have them say it forward or backward. These are my two favorites. Connor, can you repeat after me? 3, 6, 12.
3, 6, 12.
Not looking at the board. Connor, can you repeat after me?
3, 6.
Elephant, cat, train.
Elephant, cat, train.
He's attentive. The third part of assessing mental function is orientation. You're going to ask your patient these 4 things. Can you tell me your name?
Connor Klein.
Connor, good. Do you know what day of the week it is, Connor?
Monday.
Do you know what the date is today?
7:30.
Yes. Do you know where you are?
The hospital.
Yeah. And then do you know why you're here?
UB's video.
The fourth part of assessing mental function is assessing the cognition of the patient. We're going to do these by these 3 things. First one, Connor, who was the first president of the United States?
George Washington.
Yes, good job. We're going to do some math now. I'm so sorry. Your first question, 2 plus 2.
4.
What's 2 times 2?
4.
What's the square root of 16? Good job. And our last one's going to be our proverb interpretation. Here you just want the patient to see if it makes a little bit of sense. What does this mean to you? The grass is greener on the other side.
Not everything's what it seems.
Yeah, good job. The last part of assessing mental function is assessing the patient's memory. To assess their short-term memory, what you can do is you can ask them those 3 words that you asked them earlier to figure out their attention. Connor, do you remember those 3 words that I asked you earlier?
I do.
What are they?
Elephant, cat, train.
Good job. And the second part is to assess their long-term memory. Here, you're going to use information that you previously already knew. For example, I know this information. Connor, how many siblings do you have?
Uno.
What kind of sibling? Is it a sister or a brother?
Hermano.
An hermano, that's a brother for those of you that don't speak Spanish. And Connor has something that we also know. Connor, how many dogs did you have growing up?
5.
Okay, let's talk about 3 of them. What are the 3 names of your first 3 pets?
Fenway, Duke, Ginger.
Good. His long-term memory is intact, guys. When you're going to document for mental function, you're going to start by putting, if your patient's alert, you can just put an A. So Connor was alert and oriented completely. So you would put A and O times 4. If for whatever reason Connor missed one of these 4 things, you would just put, let's say he only missed 1, you would put O times 3, and then whichever one he missed, you would put in the parentheses. There's not parentheses there, but there would be. For the other parts, if he was attentive, so that was intact. For his cognition, he answered all my questions, so these all were intact, so that means his cognition was intact. And then for memory, his short-term and long-term memory were intact, so his memory is intact. That's all, folks.